Huh.
Hey guys, Dane here at Jonah Guitars, and I'm going to do something a little different, something I don't normally do as far as a guitar finish, and I'm going to tell you right up front here, I stole this right from Texas Toast Guitars. I wish I could steal his pin router. That is a wonderful machine, but I couldn't shoehorn another machine in here. In fact, I just recently got a 3 horsepower shaper, just exactly like the one I used to have when I had a full-on cabinet shop, and I just didn't bring it over. I sold some stuff off. So, going to do a fabric top guitar, and I'm going to do it just exactly the way that Matt has demonstrated doing it. And that is to just glue the cloth down to the guitar, let that dry, and then come back over it with a Simtech sealer, which they call easy sanding sealer is what they call it. So I have actually ordered that, and it's not here yet, but I'm sure that by the time I get that, this glue will be plenty dry, because it'll be dry tomorrow. Plenty dry tomorrow. And so here we go. I bought a few different patterns of fabric, and the one I put on here is probably the loudest, and the I don't know, it's definitely going to only appeal to certain people. So, and that's quite all right as well. Only I need to sell this guitar because I won't be able to play it at church. I'll say that. Okay? So, here we go. I'm going to just put you right down here to the body. Oh, I did want to show you that as well. This is a LPJ, Les Paul Jr. Now, it's slightly, my camera adjusted here, slightly stylized in that it doesn't come around like the normal. Everything else is normal Les Paul Jr. I did put a comfort contour here on the end. I have my other Les Paul Jr. body here, which is mahogany. This one happens to be white sapele, and this is a mahogany body, and you can see it has the regular shape. It also is set up as the old school one that has the extra little lip right here. And I may or may not build. I was talking about doing an old school LPJ with the funky neck joint and the whole bit, and you know, the old wrap bridge and everything, just exactly the way they did them in '56. The more I think about it, it's like, why do I want to copy something that is so uncomfortable and bulky and not ergonomic and all that? So, at least for this one, I decided I was just going to make it better and, you know, easier to play and all that. So the neck goes on this guy right around here, and as you can see, I was actually even coming over farther originally, but I didn't want that to show up like that. So I just want it to look relatively normal on the top side here, and then have a really nice cutaway in here where you'll have good access. This is the end of the neck right here. So you're only talking about a fret being right here. So real good access up top. Anyway, enough about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some, it's no, the other way. Going to put some glue on here. I guess this would be a good time to tell you, I already tried this once with the resin, finishing resin they call it, the Zap It finishing resin, and I did not like it. Actually colored the fabric and made it duller looking, and I didn't want to do that, so that's why I'm going this route. And you'll notice I don't have any pickup routes or anything like that, or the neck pocket. I'm sure that I'll be able to route all that after the fact, so I'm not worrying about that. I have a weenie roller here, and I did actually dampen it so that it doesn't just soak all my glue up. And so, just rolling the glue around. That looks pretty even. Not quite heavy enough though. I'm gonna just do about that same thing over again, and hopefully at that point I'll have plenty of tack. It's one of the things with the resin, it just didn't seem like it had any suction to it, you know, and I had it on there pretty heavy, so I thought I would put it on top as well, let it soak through. And once I did that, I did not like the color. Okay, that should be plenty. I'm thinking probably had plenty already. And I did sand this again after I had the resin. I wiped it all off, all the resin that I wiped it off with acetone, so basically rubbed it all off of there. Got it good and clean, but then I went ahead and resanded the whole thing, so I have fresh wood here for the thing. So, all right, I think we're there. Alright, I'm seeing bubbles. Bubbles are okay. I don't want to have any little lumps, anything in there under the fabric. So I don't want to sand through the pattern at any point. Gather. Little bug flying around. Well, this definitely got some tack to it. That's great. That really does stick down nicely. Should have just listened to Matt instead of trying to figure it out on my own. Alright, so that's it. Just got good contact. I got edges hanging everywhere, nothing short. Alright, and I don't think I'm going to have any problem. No, that's really sticking down. Beautiful. Alright. Yeah, I don't feel any wrinkles or any bumps anywhere. Awesome. Let me, I'm going to throw the other piece up here real quick just so you can see what the resin, this was what I used before, the Zap rather, Z-epoxy finishing resin. Yeah, let me So you can see how nice and bright this is, and colorful and all that. And so, yeah, so you can see that resin really just took the brightness out of the white altogether. And so I like that a lot better. All right. So hey, that's it. So cloth topped guitar. When this is all nice and shiny, these little colorful skulls are going to really pop. Thanks for watching, folks. I want to say thank you to the newer, well, to all the subscribers, but appreciate you guys pushing that subscribe button, hitting the bell, sharing, liking the videos. Just keep doing that, and we'll keep making videos. Take care, guys.